Let's be honest for a moment. It's not merely sad to cry oneself to sleep. It's a real thing that more individuals go through every night than they want to admit. And if you're viewing this right now, it's likely that you've been there or are still there. That period between acting like you're fine all day and eventually going to bed where the truth can finally breathe. This video is for you. This isn't about being weak. It's not about being too sensitive or emotional. It's about being human in a world that doesn't always create place for emotions, especially the heavier ones. In this video, we'll talk about 8 things that people who cry themselves to sleep every night have in common. And no, this isn't a sign that your checklist is broken. It's a mirror, a real glimpse at how people deal with their emotions, their inner battles, and the weight they carry when no one is looking. Let's get started. First, they carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. People who cry at night are typically the same people who help others during the day. They are the ones who mend things, listen, and say, "I'm fine." They make room for others while quietly falling apart themselves. The truth is that they are emotionally smart and very aware of how other people feel. And sometimes they soak it up like a sponge without even knowing it. It's tiring to be strong for everyone else when no one notices when you're going down. A lot of the time they feel bad about setting limits, as if saying no makes them selfish. So they give and give until all that's left is tears on a pillow. Have you ever noticed that the strongest people don't seek for aid very often? Yes, that. Trait 2. Their minds don't shut off, especially at night. Everything seems louder after midnight when it's quiet. For these people, the distractions go away at night, and the thoughts they've been running away from all day eventually catch up. Regret, worry, memories, and unfinished conversations all come rushing in. The world gets calm, but their head is like a hurricane. They'll think about that one thing they said badly 5 years ago over and over, or they'll get lost in thoughts about the future that they don't feel ready for. It's not a big deal. It's the weight of thinking about yourself that never got a good way to get out. And sometimes the only way to get out is to cry. Third, they know how to act like they are something they are not. You'd never guess it just by looking at them. They might tell jokes, post happy photographs, and give good advice, but they're actors in a position they never auditioned for. For the benefit of others, they act normal because it would be uncomfortable if they broke down. They'll say, "I'm just tired," when they're really emotionally depleted. I don't mind when they feel like they're about to drown. They cry in private not because they're weak, but because they think that exhibiting pain makes them a burden. Sometimes the only way to get through the day is to appear to be fine. Their past wounds shape their self-worth, which is trait 4. For a lot of these people, crying at night isn't about what happened that day. It's about what has been happening for a long time. It's possible that their parents weren't very emotionally available when they were little. At some point in their lives, someone may have told them they were too much or not enough. And now their inner critic is louder than any praise could ever be. They think they don't deserve love, are afraid of achievement, or feel like they're continually slipping behind. It's not about getting attention. It's about wanting to feel protected, accepted, and at peace. They aren't sobbing about one thing. They're crying about all the things they've kept within and told themselves weren't worth feeling. Fifth, they always question themselves. Did I say too much? Should I have done more? It could be my fault. This internal conversation is going on and on. They wonder if their choices, their worth, and their place in everything are right. They keep playing out scenarios in their heads, even ones that are already gone. They don't just think. They ponder too much, which makes them emotionally drained. Not all of the tears that come at night are sorrowful. Sometimes it's just mental exhaustion, not knowing what to do and carrying the weight of what if in a world that doesn't give you any solutions. Trait 6. They want to connect with others, but they push them away. This is the problem. They want love, connection, and understanding, yet they are scared of being weak. Someone may have used their truth against them in the past. It might have been disappointing every time they opened up. So they cut themselves off, even if what they actually need is a hug and someone to say, "I see you." They'll scroll through their contacts with tears in their eyes, but they won't send anything, because they don't want to bother anyone even when things are at their worst. They'd rather keep their pain to themselves than bother someone else. Trait 7. They are really strong even if they don't know it. You might be surprised by this one. People who weep themselves to sleep still get up the next day. They still go to work, take care of their kids, hang out with friends, and smile when they have to. That takes more strength than most people think. They aren't weak because they cry. It makes them truthful. Yes, weak. But in that weakness is a strong, deep form of power. They may feel broken, but getting up every morning is a quiet act of defiance. Trait 8. They haven't given up. They still have hope. Here's what happens when you cry at night. It means you still feel something, which means you haven't gone numb. You haven't finished checking out yet. There is a glimmer of optimism in all that anguish. A belief that things could get better. That there might still be something better. Hope is a weighty thing, but it's also what keeps you alive. So don't ever think that your tale is over if you're weeping yourself to sleep. You are not alone, and you are not broken. You're just exhausted and carrying more than most people, but you're still here, and that's important. If this video resonated with you, and if any of these characteristics mirrored your own, allow me to convey something. You deserve serenity. You need to take a break. You should be able to cry when you need to, but you should also have days when you don't have to. So please don't do it all by yourself. If you're still watching, thank you for being brave enough to do this. I hope this video helped you understand things better, or at least made you feel better. And if you haven't already, please like this page. It tells me that you care about this kind of content. Please subscribe and join this developing community if you want to see more videos like this. We spoke about 10 signals you might require therapy in my recent video. And if you haven't seen it yet, I really think you should watch it next. It goes along with this and could give you even more tools to assist you understand what you're going through. Finally, I want to hear from you. What helps you get through those bad evenings if you feel safe enough to share? Or which of these features did you like the most? Let's have a real talk in the comments. Someone might feel visible just by reading what you wrote. You're not the only one. Not here. Not anymore. Take care of yourself until next time. You are more important than you think.